Have you ever wondered how a bullet designed over a century ago still remains in active use today? It's a story that begins with the Russian Empire in the closing years of the 19th century. The year was 1891, and the empire was at the height of its power. Among its many innovations was the creation of the 7.62 mm rifle bullet, a round of ammunition that was destined to outlive the empire that birthed it. This bullet was originally designed for a particular firearm, the Mosin Nagant bolt-action rifle. This rifle was a stalwart of the Russian military, serving faithfully in numerous conflicts. But the real star of the show was the ammunition it used. The 7.62 mm bullet was robust, reliable, and remarkably effective. Its design was so successful, in fact, that it continues to be used in various forms even today. But how did a bullet from 1891 manage to survive into the 21st century? Well, the answer lies in its adaptability. Over the years, the 7.62 mm bullet has been modified and updated to suit different firearms and different purposes. From hunting rifles to machine guns, this bullet has proven its worth time and time again. Its enduring popularity is a testament to the ingenuity of its original creators. And of course, no discussion of the 7.62 mm bullet would be complete without mentioning its most famous user, the AK-47. This iconic firearm, a symbol of revolution and resistance worldwide, also utilizes this venerable round of ammunition. The AK-47's global reach has only served to extend the lifespan of the 7.62 mm bullet, cementing its place in the annals of military history. So the next time you see an AK-47, remember the long and storied history of its ammunition. This humble bullet has seen empires rise and fall, has traveled to every corner of the globe, and has played a part in shaping the world as we know it. It's not just a bullet, it's a piece of history that has outlived an empire. What if I told you that Hollywood, the global hub of filmmaking, moved across the country to dodge the law? Yes, you heard that right. The birthplace of movie stars and blockbuster films was once nestled in the hustle and bustle of New York City, but it wasn't destined to stay there. The culprit behind this great escape? None other than Thomas Alva Edison. Edison, the genius behind the light bulb and the phonograph, held more than 1,000 patents in his name. And among these patents were the ones that held the key to high-end movie technology. Edison's inventions were the building blocks of the film industry, and he wasn't shy about protecting his intellectual property. This left independent filmmakers in a tight spot. Their creativity was bound by the chains of Edison's patents, and the justice system seemed to be on his side. So what did they do? They packed their bags and headed west, all the way to California. Now you must be wondering, why California? Well, the Golden State had something that New York didn't: judges who were not as accommodating towards Edison and his patents. This geographical shift gave filmmakers the freedom to experiment and innovate without the looming threat of Edison's legal prowess. It's hard to imagine now, but the move was a gamble, a leap of faith. California was far from the established theaters and production houses of New York, but the risk paid off. The Sunshine State, with its sunny beaches and diverse landscapes, proved to be the perfect canvas for storytelling. Filmmakers flourished, and this new land of opportunity eventually became what we now know as Hollywood. So next time you're watching your favorite Hollywood movie, remember, it's not just a product of creativity and talent. It's also a testament to the resilience and audacity of those early filmmakers who dared to challenge the status quo. So the glitz and glamour of Hollywood owe a lot to the sunny beaches of California and the unfriendly attitude of its judges towards patents. Picture a society so wealthy that nobody has to work. Sounds unreal? Welcome to Ancient Sparta. In the annals of history, few societies can rival the wealth and prosperity of ancient Sparta. This wasn't a matter of gold reserves or trade surplus, but a wealth that was deeply rooted in the land itself, and in the labor of a subjugated people known as the Helots. The Helots were neighboring people conquered by the Spartans. Their fate was not death, but a life of servitude. They became the backbone of Spartan society, tending to the fields, raising crops, and ensuring the Spartan citizens could live a life free from manual labor. But it wasn't just the Helots who contributed to the Spartans' wealth. The Spartan state itself played a crucial role. Upon reaching adulthood, each Spartan man was awarded a plot of public farmland. This allotment was not just a piece of land, it was a status symbol, a rite of passage, and a source of wealth. And the wealth didn't stop at the land. Along with the farmland, each Spartan man was also given a number of Helot slaves. These slaves would work the land, freeing up the Spartan men to focus on what they were best known for: their military prowess. In essence, the Spartan state had created a society where work, in the traditional sense, was optional for its citizens. The fields were worked by the Helots, the state provided for its citizens, and the citizens themselves were free to devote their time to the pursuit of martial excellence. This system of wealth and prosperity was unique and set Sparta apart from its contemporaries. It was a society built on the conquest of others, where the fruits of labor were enjoyed by the conquerors, and where work was a task for the subjugated, not the citizens. The next time you think about wealth and prosperity, remember the Spartans who lived in a society where work was optional. History is full of surprises, isn't it? Let's recap what we've learned today. We began our journey in the twilight of the 19th century in the Russian Empire. Here we discovered the birth of the 7.62 mm rifle bullet. This tiny piece of metal, originally designed for the Mosin Nagant bolt-action rifle, has outlived empires and seen the rise and fall of nations. Even in our modern world, it continues its service, a testament to the enduring power of innovation. Then we ventured to the early 20th century, to the bustling streets of New York, the original home of Hollywood. Who would have thought that the glittering world of cinema, an industry synonymous with Los Angeles, had its roots in the Big Apple? Yet it was Thomas Edison and his more than 1,000 patents that drove independent filmmakers to the West Coast. They sought refuge in California, where the courts were less inclined to favor Edison's patents. A surprising twist in the tale of Tinseltown, wouldn't you agree? Our final stop was in the sun-drenched landscapes of ancient Sparta. This mighty civilization was not just known for its military prowess, but also its unprecedented wealth. Every Spartan man, upon reaching adulthood, was granted public farmland and a group of Helot slaves. This incredible amount of wealth meant that no Spartan had to work. An unusual fact, considering our modern perception of the hard-working Spartan soldier. These stories, as varied as they are, share a common thread. They remind us that history is more than dates and events. It's a tapestry woven from countless threads of human experience, each one as unique and surprising as the next. From bullets to Hollywood, from Spartans to patents, we've seen how the seemingly mundane can shape the course of history. As we journey through the annals of history, we're reminded that reality can often be stranger than fiction.